Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Relationship Coffee Podcast. I'm Susie Carrington.
And I'm Alex Carrington.
And thank you for listening and tuning in. I'm really excited for this one because it's been over a month since we've done a podcast.
It's been a while. We've been aiming to do these one a month.
Yeah.
But,
I think it's been over a month, yeah. So this is technically the podcast for last month, which was April. It's now the 3rd of May, Bank Holiday Monday, and it's raining. So this is the only chance we've had to actually sit down and have a conversation.
Because it has been a very, very busy month. It's been an amazing month.
Yeah. Crazy, I would say. Yeah.
Crazy.
Overwhelming. Yeah, we'll touch on
Tiring,
that later. Yeah.
Exhausting.
But amazing at the same time. Yeah. We're very happy, but very tired. It's a good combination.
Yeah, 3 months of a website, a relaunch in the making, and there are signs that it's paying off.
Yeah. So I suppose the first thing that we can talk about is the relaunch. I mean, that's a big update from us at Carrington's Coffee.
Yeah, when it was March the 26th?
26th or 27th. It was a Friday.
We had a deadline. And we just about reached that deadline to launch.
We did hype it up, and we had a big relaunch day. So all our existing customers, they all found the new website, all shiny and new. But with that came the new packaging and the kind of launch of Fabio's Coffee. And if you watch the previous or listen to the previous podcast, you can actually see us tasting Fabio's Coffee that we directly imported.
For the first time.
For the very first time.
It was probably the freshest coffee that we will ever taste in our lives.
Live on camera.
It landed a couple of days later. We were tasting.
It was amazing. That whole week actually feels like a dream. It doesn't really feel real, and it's quite nice that we documented it. So in years from now, we can watch back and listen back and just see that achievement that we had.
I'm thinking of the relaunch again. It was no mean feat. I mean, it wasn't just coming up with new branding and new logos and stuff like that. It was actually a whole transition in the website to a whole new platform, redesigning everything, actually just thinking about all the nitty gritty of where we want to be and our message, who we are, why we're here, what it is that we're doing,
what we stand for. The mission, basically, what it is that's driving us and what we want our customers to get from.
And it was all loosely there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was all this idea that had existed for the last year, but it was just a case of bringing it all together.
Yeah, we kind of spent those 3 months of the lockdown just laser focused on just all we did every day, day in, day out, for about 3 months was work hard on this relaunch.
And there are about 10 to 20 different variations of what it could have been.
Yeah, the packaging mostly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if any of you listening are designers or have ever, been through a creative process, but it is a process. And it's just the two of us. I mean, we're literally doing everything ourselves, and we've worked together on it all. And I'm really proud of what we've achieved.
Yeah. It was great to have feedback along the way.
Yeah.
Which sort of like helped us to gain new perspective, how to develop what ideas we had. But it was also
hard to hear.
It's
when we design something that we feel like we think this is right, and then we send it out to a few people and we get the feedback. And actually, with the final design of the packaging, that design, we didn't send that to anybody. We just said, you know what, this feels right. It was like a gut feeling, wasn't it? We
and
just
the lock
felt,
and key, we're just going to pull the trigger on
this
one.
Yeah, and we went for it, and we're just so happy with how it's all turned out. So that's the main big news update, is the relaunch.
Yes, we are live.
Yeah, so head to Carrington's Coffee Co. and see the website that Alex designed, from scratch. I helped out with the final touches, but basically you did the whole thing.
Your artistic eye brought my mishmash.
Yeah, all everything, all the behind the scenes stuff. So we're really happy. And with that came our new subscription, which I'm also amazingly like, yes, we did it. Our dream came true. So with our subscription, we bring out new coffees every month, every couple of months, and we want it to be kind of like a club that you'll feel a part
Carrington's Coffee Club.
Exactly, that's why we called it Carrington's Coffee Club.
I like it.
And all our subscribers got to try Fabio's coffee for the first time, because that was the first bag that we sent out with the subscription. Yeah. And we do have, Fabio's coffee, we have 5 different processes. So the first one that we've launched is the Wash
48,
and we have obviously 4 others to come. So we'll be bringing out those. I mean, we'll probably talk about them in another podcast.
Yeah, and the great thing about the Coffee Club is that our aim is to bring out small batches of coffee, but more frequently than before.
Yeah. releasing new coffees that we're really excited about into the world for you all to try. So I'll backtrack a little bit because another exciting part. No, I feel like we're both let's talk about everything. Is our collaboration with the mental health charity Black Dog Outdoors.
Yes.
Would you like to tell our listeners a little bit about Black Dog Outdoors?
Well, we wanted to work with a mental health charity because this last year has just been a complete
overwhelmingly difficult.
And we knew the sort of mental health charity that would align with our vision for going forward, and there was a shortlist, but immediately Black Dog Outdoors took our eye, and we were like, their message, what it is that they're doing, the activities that they're putting on, and we'll go into that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
It just called out to us right away. And we're like, we've got to get in touch with these guys, and so we did.
Yeah, and we had a nice little Zoom call with Andy, and straight away he was like, love coffee, love what you guys are doing, and now we can excitingly announce that we've raised already I've got it written here, £116 and 9 pence in a month. So we'll tell you a little bit about how we did that, but first, do you want to tell them about
Black Dog Outdoors? Yeah, they are a charity that are about reconnecting people with the great outdoors, and they put on events, biking. These are like sporting events outside in the countryside or in the fields.
In the mountains, on the rivers. Basically, we know that getting outside has such an amazing effect on our mental health. I mean, even just this last couple of weeks, to take a break from being busy and doing all the new coffee things we've been doing, we've just got in the car with Sydney and driven somewhere that's green, got outside for a few hours, and it immediately lifts us and makes us feel so much better.
So Black Dog Outdoors is about encouraging people and putting on events for biking, paddling, cycling,
climbing,
yoga.
Yeah, and it's all free, and they really encourage people to go a little bit out of their comfort zone, but in a really safe space with actual people that can lead you and show you if you feel a bit unsure about you've never really cycled or never really gone on a long hike before, out in the countryside. They have guys there that guide, that are the guides basically.
Yeah, and it's a great place to actually talk about mental health as well.
Yeah, sharing experiences and so we're really excited to actually get involved.
Yeah, and we are going to be there in person.
Yeah, in the next coming months. I mean, obviously during COVID, they had to shut down a lot of their free activities.
A lot of it went online, didn't it?
Yeah, but now the world is opening up again. So there's lots of things to get involved in. So we encourage you to go to Black Dog Outdoors website and check out what things they have around the country that you can get involved in. But the way that we've raised money for them so far, the first way, I'm just going to do a little da-da-da-da.
I know the camera's a bit
we are, with our merch, our t-shirts and hoodies, Carrington's Coffee t-shirts and hoodies, we're raising money by giving 10% of the price of every single t-shirt and hoodie that we sell to Black Dog Outdoors. So we're really proud to be collaborating with them in that way. But then the other way that we're supporting them is 30p from every single bag of coffee that we sell also goes to Black Dog Outdoors.
And that is absolutely every single bag of coffee that we sell, whether we're selling it directly or indirectly, 30p.
So if you guys buy coffee, then you know that you're actually helping to raise money for a mental health charity that does amazing events around the UK, and also you can get involved and actually join in, which we think's great. So really, really excited about that. And I'm going to backtrack to talking about Fabio's coffee once again.
Yes.
Because another part of the website that I really love is the tip the farmer at checkout.
We were unsure whether this would work, but we really wanted to be able to offer something like this.
Yeah.
To show our appreciation to Fabio.
Yeah, so what happens is when you buy coffee through the website, you go to the checkout and then there's a little button that says, would you like to tip the farmer? And you can select the percentage that you want to tip. And so far, again, looking at my little note, we've raised £39.81. Everyone who's bought coffee and tipped the farmer, you have raised. And when that, I think when it gets to about £100, we're going to send it straight to Colombia. We'll send it to Angela, who is Fabio's daughter. She's the one with control of all the bank account stuff. Basically, she speaks fluent English, and she was the one that helped us import Fabio's coffee.
This tip the farmer thing at checkout that we have is for them to just spend on whatever they want, whatever they need. If that means new fertilizer or some new shoes, whatever they want.
Whatever they want. But I think Angela did actually say, because I spoke to her on WhatsApp recently, she was like so grateful and overwhelmed, and actually it makes me quite emotional whenever we talk about it, because you can just see that she's so happy and proud of the fact that her father's coffee has made it to us. And she was saying that they're gonna spend it on fertilizer, and I think the drying beds, upgrade those as well. And
Wow.
Yeah, so
because they only upgraded them last year.
Yeah,
so they're gonna be
so there's a lot. I mean,
further.
obviously the processes that we've got, the 5 different processes, we know which ones we really love. And so we can now tell Angela and Natalia and Fabio which ones we want more of for next time.
Yeah.
So that, can also go towards getting, because with fermented, they have to stick the coffee in this big barrel and let it sit there. So,
And with the natural, it loses about half of the weight at least, throughout the whole process, in comparison to, I don't know, 20% for washed varieties.
Yeah, with the weight when it's bagged up at the end of it.
Yeah, it's an amazing. Yeah, the different processing transforms the coffee massively.
Yeah, and I think I did say we'll do another podcast about it, because I think what we should do is another tasting session.
Okay,
where we have all 5 side by side, and maybe what we could do is actually put together. Well, I mean, we do want to do this, a tasting pack, so that you could have them at home too and taste them with us. So we could do a little event, or who knows. It's just really interesting to see that the same coffee, when it's processed in different ways, has completely different flavors. It's quite amazing, really. So yeah, very excited about that. Okay, so we talked about Tip the Farmer, and we have touched on new coffees that we've got coming out.
Oh yeah, we are transitioning towards, following in the same vein as buying coffee directly, is buying coffee from really small traders who are already, selling through channels to the UK, but getting more exclusive sort of lots,
and it
ones
also
that tell the whole story.
I was going to say it makes it more of a personal thing, because we can meet the guys who have potentially been to the farm and met the farmer and chosen the coffee, imported it to the UK, and then obviously goes direct to us. So there's a couple of smaller traders that we've got samples from that we've tasted this week. So there will be potentially 2 new coffees coming very, very soon.
Yes, and we need a new decaf as well.
Yeah, we do. That's
I've been waiting for a decaf to arrive.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one.
Months.
Yeah, we still have decaf, don't worry. We've not run out yet, but it is running low. The decaf's really popular, actually. So don't buy it all. Quick, we haven't got any to replace it yet. And so new coffee's coming soon. And then the next thing, I've got a list, but soon we'll talk more freely. Yeah, I don't want to forget anything. Is we hit a milestone on Instagram, and we reached over 2,000 followers on Instagram. I know, we need party poppers. Hooray! And so with that, we actually held a giveaway competition. And the prize was a bag of coffee for the winner, and also a t-shirt. So we were really happy that 2,000 followers is just amazing. If you think of 2,000 people sat in a room, it's a lot of people. It's kind of weird to think, isn't it? Because
it's been a long time since 2,000 people have sat in a room together. So,
good point. Oh, actually, having said that, there was a festival trial this weekend.
Just yesterday.
So things are on the up.
Yeah.
There's lots to look forward to. Look forward to, definitely. But going back to the beginning of this is why it's been
2,000 followers.
No.
All right.
Why it's been such a long time since we've done a podcast is just because we have had time in little dribs and drabs, but I think it's more the kind of headspace we've just both. I truly feel like we burnt ourselves out massively.
It was totally necessary, to get to the finish line, but it wasn't the real. There's never a finish line, is there?
No, it's always an ongoing.
Continues. But it was like, and now the next stage begins. Of our coffee journey.
Yeah, I think the hard work of 3 months of just the 2 of us with our heads together
was just base camp of the mountain.
Yeah, and now we have launched it into the world, and I feel like the hard work begins now, but also the fun times begin now, because
Definitely.
I have to say, designing a bag, for 3-4 weeks was not that fun. But choosing new coffees and going to events and talking to cafe owners is fun. Yes.
It's cumulative. It compounds is what I'm trying to say. It took us 3 months to redesign the branding and stuff, but now, we've had to design new stuff as well. It takes
no time.
Hours. Less than an hour now.
Yeah. Compared to 3 weeks.
Because we know what it is, when the idea is there, when you've got the branding book in front of you. You know how to do it at that point. It's just getting to that stage.
It's like
the
we've
hard
got
part.
all the components of for the recipe, and now we just have to put it together in different combinations. And I'm really proud of that time that we put in during the lockdown. But I it was difficult. I'm not going to kind of be like sprinkle. This was amazing, and look at this amazing thing that we've achieved with no effort at all. Like, it was hard.
Was major.
There were tears. There were Sydney being really worried about us because we looked like we were going insane.
There was just hours in front of a computer.
Yeah, getting square eyes. But I mean, that is. I feel that is truly what it takes to create something that you're proud of, and that is like I said, your mission of what it is we want to achieve.
Yeah, when it comes to selling it now, we are fully behind it. It's something that we're so proud of, that you have to be in love with you have to love the product that you're selling. And we're so proud of it, and we're so excited for what's to come in the future with it. It's just also down, we're now getting to the stage of figuring out how to
figuring out how to sell it, but with that comes
and grow at the same time.
Trial and error, isn't it? More than anything, I think the thing that I've found really, really difficult and challenging these last few weeks is we've got all these new things we want to do, but we're not quite sure how to go about doing them. So we're learning as we go. We're trying things out. We're making mistakes here, there, and everywhere.
And growth has to be incremental as well, doesn't it? You can't just go straight, because then the whole host of new problems come. Size of roaster, space.
Yeah, that's true. We can't go too big too fast. No. Yeah, and I think the learning as we go with the little mistakes, it's normal. We're human.
Mistakes are fine.
Humans make mistakes. Exactly. We've got to be kinder to ourselves, that it's okay. The kind of teething problems, even in that first week when we launched the website, there were a few.
So you go from beta to alpha, or alpha to beta testing, whichever way around. Yeah, there were a few mistakes.
But nothing big.
Nothing major.
Little tiny ones.
Yeah.
And I feel like because we've been so open and transparent the whole time with Carrington's Coffee, everybody who's bought coffee from us, they know who we are, they know where we're based, they know the story. It's kind of like little mistakes can be forgiven, because it's just us running the show. But I know that the expansion is starting to happen. I mean, we just sold coffee to a cafe down in London, and we've got one just down the road in Newton Le Willows as well.
I think we spent about a good 20 hours roasting coffee.
Yeah, there was one week, it was our busiest week of roasting ever. And I'm sure that's just the beginning. I mean, our little roaster's not going to be able to handle it for much longer.
That's great. That's exactly what we want.
Exactly, yeah. So I think you can probably tell by looking at us or listening to us that we're very happy and very excited, but also really exhausted. We do need a holiday, I have to say. But maybe, we are having like little day trips, aren't we? I mean, I got myself a secondhand bike, which I'm really, really happy about. So we've been on a couple of bike rides. And I think the next thing is to put them on the back of the car and go to the lakes and have a full day out just in the countryside or by the sea.
It's great being able to actually do that now, not be stuck in front of
Exactly. Yeah. So looking forward to a summer ahead of us, which I'm guessing will be very busy, but really, really fun. And breathe.
What's next on the list?
What's next? I think that was kind of everything that's an update of all the things that we've done since the last podcast, essentially. And talking about the struggles and the burnout that went with that. But we just really want to encourage you guys, if you like our coffee and you're interested in it, have a read of our about page and check out Black Dog Outdoors. Get involved in their events. And because if you buy coffee from us, money goes straight to them. It's great to kind of catch up with what they're doing. You can follow them on Instagram, actually, Black Dog Outdoors, and follow us too, now that we've hit 2,000 followers. Maybe let us know what kind of things you'd like to hear about in the next podcast. At the moment, we're just kind of letting you know what we're up to and the updates. But tasting coffee on camera, if that was something that you really enjoyed, we can definitely do more of that. And any other ideas that you have.
That's great.
I think that's it, isn't it?
That's covered it. We will be back again in May. Yeah,
maybe before then. We'll see.
We are in May.
Oh, it is May.
It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May. And it's also May the 4th be with you tomorrow. So there you go. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you on the next one.
All right then. Bye-bye.
Bye.